Greetings, Guardians of Dominion. Zeus here with another eye-opening video. Today, a player reached out with a question about Khorus, and what started as a simple discussion led to a surprising discovery. We realized that using Khorus to patronage Augustus or any of his allies is actually a bad idea, something many players might be overlooking. Why doesn't this combo work as expected? And what should you do instead to maximize Augustus' potential? Stick around, because what you're about to learn might completely change the way you build your teams. To understand why Khorus patronage isn't a good fit for Augustus, let's first break down how his Resilience Aura skill actually works. When Khorus is patronaged to a hero, that hero, along with two allies who have intelligence as their main stat, one standing in front and one behind, gains the Resilience Aura. This aura allows the owner to convert 50% of the magic damage they deal into a shield, while the two affected allies convert 25% of their magic damage into a shield. The shield absorbs physical damage, and its effectiveness increases as the hero's health decreases. At max level, the owner's shield can reach 99,950 health, while the allies' shields can reach 50,030 health each. From this, it's clear that for the patronage to be effective, the owner must deal magic damage to generate a shield for themselves, and the two intelligence-based allies positioned in front and behind must also deal magic damage to generate their own shields. Additionally, since the shield only absorbs physical damage, it provides no protection against magic or pure damage. For example, if Orion is patronaged by Khorus, Orion's own magic damage will generate a shield for himself. If Celeste is positioned in front of Orion and Helios behind him, then Celeste's magic damage will generate a shield for Celeste, and Helios' magic damage will generate a shield for Helios. Now that we've established how Resilience Aura works, let's dive deeper. For a hero to generate a shield from Khorus patronage, whether they are the owner or one of the two affected allies, they must meet two conditions. First, they need to have intelligence as their main stat. Second, they must deal magic damage. While this might seem simple, not every intelligence-based hero meets both requirements, which can create issues when choosing Khorus as a patron. Some heroes have intelligence as their main stat but deal pure damage instead of magic damage. One clear example is Heidi. Even though Heidi is an intelligence-based hero, all of his attacks deal pure damage, meaning he does not contribute to shield generation. Because of this, Heidi cannot be patronaged by Khorus. Furthermore, if Heidi is positioned in front of or behind a hero who is patronaged by Khorus, he will not generate a shield for himself, as he lacks magic damage. This creates a gap in the patronage effect, making Khorus less effective in certain team compositions. Now let's get to the core of this discussion. If Khorus is patronaged by a hero who meets both conditions, having intelligence as their main stat and dealing magic damage, and both the front and back heroes also meet these conditions, the patronage should work smoothly. However, if Augustus is part of this team, he disrupts the entire shield generation process by converting magic damage into pure damage. This happens because of Augustus' skill, Superconductivity. Whenever Augustus deals damage, he applies Superconductivity to the target, reducing their magic defense for 6 seconds. This effect can stack multiple times, and each new application refreshes the duration of all active stacks. The key detail here is that if a target affected by superconductivity takes magic damage that fully penetrates their reduced magic defense, the damage is converted into pure damage instead. This is where the problem arises. Since Khorus patronage relies on heroes dealing magic damage to generate shields, Augustus interferes by turning that magic damage into pure damage. Pure damage does not contribute to shield generation, effectively breaking the synergy and making Khorus patronage useless in a team with Augustus. One of the most common team setups with Augustus includes Orion, a powerful magic damage dealer. However, If you use Orion alongside Khorus and Augustus in the same team, you'll run into a major issue. Orion, who would normally generate a shield through Khorus patronage by dealing magic damage, will fail to do so because of Augustus interference. Since Augustus applies superconductivity, any magic damage that fully penetrates the enemy's reduced magic defense is converted into pure damage. This means Orion's attacks, instead of triggering shield generation through Khorus, will end up dealing pure damage instead, completely breaking the synergy and leaving Orion without the protective shield he would normally gain. It's also important to mention that some heroes deal both magic and pure damage, such as Aidan, Leanne, Kai, and Lilith. These heroes can be patronaged by Khorus, but their skill mechanics create an inconsistency. Since Khorus shield generation relies on magic damage, these heroes will only build a shield when dealing magic damage, while any skills that deal pure damage will contribute nothing to their shield. This means their overall shield generation will be weaker and inconsistent compared to heroes who deal only magic damage. Augustus himself can also be patronaged by Khorus, but once he applies superconductivity and starts converting magic damage into pure damage, he will no longer generate a shield. This makes Khorus patronage ineffective on Augustus and further weakens the synergy between the two heroes. Another key hero to consider is Maya. While she has intelligence as her main stat, she cannot be the owner of Khorus patronage because all of her damage comes from pure damage skills. If Maya is positioned in front of or behind a hero with Khorus patronage, she will not gain a shield at all, making her a poor fit for any team that relies on Khorus shielding effect. With all of this in mind, it's clear that understanding how different damage types interact with Khorus patronage is crucial for optimizing team compositions. Now, let's wrap things up with the key takeaways. Khorus patronage can be a powerful tool in the right team, but as we've seen, it comes with limitations. For Khorus Resilience Aura to work properly, heroes must deal magic damage to generate shields. However, Augustus completely disrupts this synergy by converting magic damage into pure damage, making Khorus shielding effect useless. Even heroes who deal both magic and pure damage, like Aidan, Leanne, Kai, and Lilith, will only benefit partially, making their shields inconsistent. Meanwhile, intelligence-based heroes like Maya, who deal only pure damage, won't gain any shield at all. This is why understanding hero interactions is crucial. Pairing the wrong heroes together can weaken your team instead of strengthening it. If you want to get the most out of Khorus patronage, you need to build a team that keeps the shield generation intact. At the same time, if you're using Augustus, it's better to focus on maximizing his pure damage potential without relying on Khorus shielding effect. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried using Khorus with Augustus or encountered this issue in battle? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Your support helps the channel grow and keeps us diving deep into strategies like this. Keep experimenting, keep improving, and most importantly, keep dominating the battlefield. Salute and friendship.